Hey, look, what are we talking about today? Hey,
Dude,
let me tell you something. I want to know
we're not on Young Hustlers yet.
I understand. I want to know what your number one objection is. What is your number one objection? What is the objection that kills you? I'm just looking. I'm just thinking. I got to think about it. I got to wait. Okay? Your mama needs to.
We're not buying anything today.
We're not buying today. Your price is too high. First place
we got to wait till next quarter.
We never buy at the first place. It's too much money. It's a budget. I got to wait till the IRS.
Got to get it approved from the board.
You
like
voila,
that tie,
voila, voila.
Like
hey, we're gonna make you holla. So, golden rule of objections: treat all objections as complaints. Until isolated and validated, treat them as legitimate.
You know, we just there was an email that got sent out last night that was about this same thing. One of the biggest mistakes I think that salespeople can make in the close is falsely identifying a complaint as an objection. You talk about this a lot. Like you really can't validate an objection as an objection until you've like really exhausted the complaint line.
Now let me just explain to you. Okay, on this page, if you have this book, my people wrote legitimate. And it's not supposed to say legitimate. It's supposed to say illegitimate. Okay? See, they didn't trust it, right? So I got to fix this, okay? And I'll fix it. We'll go back and fix every book to do this, okay? See, so some guy sat in there and says, treat all objections as complaints until isolate and validate. Oh, no. It's right. It's right the way it is. It's right. I'm misread it. See, look, that's why you got to just keep diving deep, man. You got to dive deep, man. You got to
reverse.
You got to dive deep. So
reverse.
So what am I saying here? Jared says to me, I need to, whatever.
Dude, it's too much money, man.
I'm with you, sir. So what this rule says, treat the objection as a complaint.
And it kind of means after you agree and acknowledge, you just go back for the close. So you kind of just bypass it.
Until it's isolated, until it's validated.
Dude, it's raining outside.
Man, I know it is, man. What does that mean? You're supposed to freaking stop what you're doing, get an umbrella and a raincoat and try to handle it like you're the god of the weather? No, man. You're just like, yeah, man, I know, man.
Man, this food is spicy.
Man, I know it is, man. Wait till it comes out of you. Right? So what are you going to do? The first thing you're going to do when you hear an objection, treat it like what?
Complaint.
I'm with you. It's too much money. I'm with you. We never make a rash decision. I'm with you. I need to talk to my wife. I am with you. Okay?
Not the first time I heard that.
This is not the first place we've been to. We got to go to 2 other places. I'm with you. My uncle, my cousin's in the business. I'm with you. Okay? We're not buying until next year. I'm with you. Treat it like an objection. Like a complaint. And then what?
Until you keep bumping up against it.
Hey, man, why don't you do it anyway?
Yeah.
Just do it anyway. What do you mean do it anyway? Do it anyway, dude.
I said it's too much money.
Jeff Mendez asked me over at Vivint today. We did a Skype call for a big group that's been really successful. They do door-to-door sales.
Billions.
Their problem is the rebuttal. How do I handle the rebuttal? And he's like, I need to talk to my wife. I'm with you, man. Jeff, I know that. Jeff, look. We have a dog. That's one of their objections.
Yeah.
We have a dog. We don't need security. We have a dog.
Yeah.
Man, that's why I came here. What you mean, man? Dude, look, when I came here, I came because there's a bone over here and there's a thing over here. Did you know that the robbers check places with dogs because the owners think the dog makes the place safe? First target. You got a dog, don't you? That's why I came here, man. Okay? I'll tell you a story. I was 23 years old. I got robbed, had 70 stitches put in my head and face. I don't know if you guys can come in close, come in tight, see this. Maybe you take some pictures of it, okay? I had a freaking 120-pound Doberman and a 357 Magnum loaded in my house, and they still robbed me. I think they came because they knew I had a Doberman. Gave me a false sense of security, okay? So, look, you guys got to get your objections. You got to first know, what is the objection? I'm sure you're getting a bunch of them right now, right? Okay? How do you handle the objection? Which one's stumping you? Which one's killing you? This show's about sales. And look, why would you learn sales if you don't learn how to close a deal? Because there ain't no money in the sales game.
I don't think it. Yeah, let's hear.
Do we pay anybody back there to sell stuff?
No, man.
What do we pay them for?
Closing deals.
Yeah. So he says, I got to talk to Sandy. I'm with you. How long you and Sandy been together?
Man, we've been together like 3.5 years.
Man, congratulations, man. You know, me and my wife have been together 13 years. We never do anything without the other, ever. Okay?
Wow.
Congratulations, okay?
Wow.
Now, let me ask you a question as I move to the close. If Sandy was here right now, what would she say?
Agree and acknowledge first. So if you got to get the process like broken out in your head on how to handle this.
Jigga?
Hey,
Agree,
what's going on, Greg?
acknowledge,
Chase, I called yesterday.
and then you redirect for the close.
Why do you guys hate sales? Why are you struggling with it? Why are you like, I don't want to get on the phone? Because you don't know how to handle the objection. I'm just going to make it simple for you. Okay? You don't know how to handle the objection. So you start thinking, oh my God, I hate rejection. I hate sales. I hate my job. Look, here's the deal. You don't know how to handle what you're handling. We just had a dude.
Yeah,
You know where I'm going, right?
probably.
Okay? Look, just because you had a couple of good months don't make you a star, man. You guys you slip into a couple of deals. Oh my God, I'm so good. Let's go buy a car. Okay? And then the chick you're sleeping with is like, you need to work for yourself, because she doesn't want to tell her friends that you work for somebody else. She's got it in her head, hey, let me tell my friends that he's the boss. She don't even know what, look, just because you can take her clothes off doesn't mean you take her advice. Okay? It's just stupid, man. Okay? You get 2 or 3 months of, oh, I'm good, I bank a little money, or even a year or two. That don't make you a boss, man, and it don't make you a closer, okay? Because there's a lot of different levels here. You got to repeat this game over and over and over again. Okay? To where you know the guy's objections. I know what your objections are, sir. First of all, Jared seen me do this over and over. Look, there's only 2 reasons you won't do this. He hadn't even objected yet.
Well, and so I just want you guys to know where he's going right now with this, because Grant understands this part of the process so well that what he does is he actually can predict where the buyer's going to go, and he initiates the objection, so it puts him in a point of control in the transaction, so that he's being proactive into the deal rather than just responding and reacting to the customer.
Yeah, I'm all up in his shit.
I'm in your face!
I'm in your face, dude. Look, I am the buyer and the seller. You guys that are just sellers, you ain't a pro, man. You're an amateur, okay?
I thought you got me,
okay.
man.
I tried to. I thought I got you too. So look, but you want to be the buyer and the seller. Don't be half the show, right? You want to be the husband and the wife. You understand? You want to know what the other person needs. I need to be in a room and know what everybody needs, man. That means you got to have your eyes peeled wide open.
You gotta pay attention, man.
I'm thinking about having cosmetic surgery so I can get my eyes bigger.
So weird.
Dude, he'll get dry like that, you know. So when I'm in a deal, I'm saying, look, there's only 2 reasons you don't do a deal. Most of our deals, we're not even in front of a customer. I'm calling a guy.
Yeah.
Hey man, look, I'm gonna show you a product today. It's $80,000. What? Jared
That's
was
a
with
lot
me.
of money.
Woo! Jared was with me in a meeting. We went to Herb Chambers up in Boston. I opened up and said, Herb, look, only reason I'm here, they wanted to do the little la 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 la.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, the only reason I'm here is to close the deal. Like, boom, show it to him, right? The only reason I'm here is to close the deal. I've been trying to get your business for 17 years, okay?
Today I'm going to ask you for, what was it, 2
Today I'm going to ask for your business, okay? It's $2.6 million. It's really a $4 million deal. I'm going to discount it. You're not going to have to ask for it. $2.6 million? Of course you would object. Why wouldn't you? You don't even know what I'm going to do for you. So let me just take a few minutes and show you what it is. By the way, let me just tell you that there's only 2 reasons you won't do this, one of which, by the way, has nothing to do with money. Even though you'll tell me it is, it ain't. Dude, I've done everything. I've done everything. Let's say I'm doing wedding planning, because you just got married.
Yeah.
I come to Jared. Hey, Jared, okay, my goal is to walk out of here with a contract signed.
Okay.
Okay? All right?
That's not going to happen.
We're not getting married for at least another year.
And we have 2 other people to talk to, one of which is my cousin.
Of course, we're going to shop the rate around.
So now I know all that. Notice how many objections I just pulled out of him by just opening. My goal is to get your commitment. Just because my goal is to get your commitment, okay, doesn't mean you're going to do it.
Yeah, and let me just give you one, because I just heard this the other day, because Mike Bonnet, part of our presentation is, hey, look, we set our intention at the beginning of the call. My intention today is to get started with you, is to get an agreement signed with you. And the guy said, oh, well, that's never going to happen. I would never do anything like this without talking to my partner.
Force an objection.
Yeah.
And?
Yeah. Well, then he handled it. He said, absolutely, I completely understand. Let me continue.
But what if a guy said, yeah, dude, I'm taking the call because I want to roll today. What if I could get it closed right now?
And really, like, let me just finish.
Okay. Now I'm going to move into my product, my service, whatever. It's an $80,000 product. That's the most money you could spend with us, okay? And what if the guy did this? Yeah, I'll do it. Wham! He just like, wham, just fell
Yeah.
down, just flopped.
Well, and also what happens by initiating this up front. What if the guy falls down, but he verbalizes an objection that you know that you can start planning for later in the transaction?
And by setting the price up front, by me knowing where the stop sign is, by me knowing where the red light is, I can start planning my trip out, right?
Yeah.
So he starts getting to think with 80,000, as opposed to where you freaking amateurs do a presentation on a mattress or a plane or a house, and you try never to tell anybody.
So
And the whole time I'm looking at the plane, I'm
Let
like,
me just-
I wonder
let me
how
just-
much it is. I wonder how. It doesn't matter whether a model plane or a real plane. I guarantee you, if you're looking at it, you're like, how much is that bad boy?
Let me just say it like this too. So we were talking about how to handle objections, but as you'll notice, there's a lot of things that go into
Closing.
setting up the close, right?
Rebuttals.
So it's making sure that you set your intention up front so that you lay the frame of what you guys are going to accomplish. It's important that you set the price up front so that they have the right expectation. They can start thinking with the program or the price and making sense of it.
What if he
and
takes
then
the
you can
number?
check into close throughout the transaction.
Oh my God, what if he takes the number and goes somewhere else? Dude, that's happening to you now.
Yeah.
You guys just waste the whole 45 minutes. Look, you want to make more money?
Yep.
You want to close more deals? Take time out of the equation, I promise you. You'll make more money, you'll close more deals, and people will like you more. Customer satisfaction is a problem because y'all take so long and then give it away. By the way, you're still giving it away. You're giving your product away. You took too long to get there. You didn't make the close, and you wasted time. Like put a freaking gun in your face, okay?
Yeah.
Boom, boom, all over the place. Close
Brains,
it.
blood.
So how can you get in and get out and close quicker? Confront the situation. Hey, my product's 80 grand. Oh my God, my product's 1.6. My product's 52 million. I'm working a deal right now, $52 million deal. Dude, it's 52 million. A guy used this on me yesterday. Hey man, here's the deal. He's selling me. It's gonna take 37 million. You're gonna have to get up there in the 36, 37, 36. You're gonna have to put $1 million up front. I know you don't want to do that. He tells me before I can tell him that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to. Other guys are doing it. That's what it's going to take to be competitive. What's the objection you get that you're like, dude, this is the one I hate?
The one that you never get.
Oh, you drop big.
a smart bomb.
You drop big knowledge right here. You'll hear what he say? Dude, the objection you guys need to worry about, guys and gals, my friends out there, is...
The one you never hear.
Dude, that's why you got to force people to talk to you. Like, you got to get them to talk to you. I was doing a deal. I was selling a condo in Tucson, Arizona. I'm talking to the woman. The guy's over here. You know, the husband that doesn't say a word until you're out of his face.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm talking to her. She's all loose, man. She's talking to me. I'm like, damn, I think she likes me. Don't blame her. Okay? You got to have some confidence. This dude over here, dude, he just like somebody like sewed his mouth together.
Shut.
I'm like, bro, does it work? He's like, huh? That's what I told him. I said, excuse me, does it work? He's like, what? I said, does your mouth work? Why aren't you talking to me, man? Your wife's doing all the talking. You sit there and act like I'm like some like nemesis, a disease. Like you're He's like, huh? See, I was willing to wreck this deal to get him to talk. Because the reality is if he don't talk, deal's over anyway.
And you're never going to know why.
You got to confront. And this is what Jared's saying. The most dangerous objection is the unspoken. Okay? By the way, these happen at home too.
Yeah.
They happen with the wife. They happen with the in-laws.
Oh, yeah.
They happen with the kids. Kids start lying to you. They start not talking to you.
Kid's lying.
It's all the same, man. It's all the same, man. Handling a customer, handling a kid, it's all the same. Okay? By the way, why do people not close? Because of you? Because of the price? Because of the product? Or because of them? Number one reason people don't close is because of them. It's got nothing to do with you, man. You got to raise the customer certainty. So your certainty is one thing. You have to raise theirs. You got to get them to believe, man.
Another example, what he's saying. Somebody says, hey man, that's way too much money, it's too expensive. Again, if you go back, question you access the past with when was the last time that you spent X amount of dollars?
Yeah, so Jared's saying when they say, hey, that camera's too much money, it's got nothing to do with your camera. It's got something to do with their sense of self-esteem that says I can pay $1,500 for a camera. I'm going to use the camera. It's worth the extra money, okay? Because in many cases, if you go back and look, they don't go back and buy a cheaper camera. They go buy a more expensive camera from somebody else. And you're like, how did I miss this deal?
We sell training contracts all the time to businesses where literally $2,500 a month, it's nothing to them. But they don't make the decision based at times off of something else that they invested in that they didn't use. So again, the objection may appear to be the money, but really what their objection is it reminds them, hey, I got this thing that I never used back here. So they question
Certainly
their
goes down.
ability
Exactly.
to get.
So if you can't handle that objection,
And so then you start chasing price.
Exactly. I'll give you another example of what Jared's saying right now. Guy doesn't want to buy our program. It's $40,000 to train 20 people in his company every day of the year. He doesn't buy that. He buys 2 tickets to St. Bart's for 5 days for 50 grand. He said to us, 25 grand is too much money, and then spent 50.
Yep.
No, 40, I think it was 40,000 on the contract.
Yeah.
He said, I cannot spend 40,000. It's too much money to train 20 people every day of the year, but I'm going to spend 50,000, 10 grand more for 5 days for 2 people.
Or you just have to think why he's making that decision. Maybe he believes more in his own ability to get something out of the information than he does his people.
That's right. He believes, hey, me and my wife going to this event will get us more than 20 people every day of the year, okay? By the way, another reason you're not closing deal is because you don't have different inventory to use, okay? Here's $30. Here's
$70.
$79.
$1,500.
Okay? Here's $1,500. Okay.
We got 40,000 and the 50,000 in the back.
Yeah. Like I got to move the guy around until he's certain. It's got nothing to do with me or my product. It's got something to do with you and your belief in how to use something to make it worth more money to you.
And dude, there's nobody that is born knowing this.
You know, how would you be born knowing, hey, do it anyway?
And so you have to, like, if you keep running into these problems with your job or whatever, even just in life, when people tell you no and you can't, somebody tells you no and you don't have something to say to come back, or, somebody says, I can't do that for you, and you can't flip them. Or, you need to look at every area of your life that this is happening.
Yeah, or know why that, hey, maybe you can't close this deal. The woman I'm married to, there's no way I was going to close that deal the first month. Mm-hmm. I knew when I walked away, I'm not going to close it this month. It might take 3 months. Mm-hmm. But sooner or later, I'm closing the deal, okay? Herb Chambers, I knew when we were there, I'm not going to close the deal. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I'm going to keep the pipeline full. That's why I go wait on 3 or 4, 5 or 6, or go see 7 people while I'm there. So I fill that pipeline up so I know one deal is going to pay me now, so I can keep my week going. My week turns into a month. My month turns into a quarter. And all of a sudden, you know what? I got this full pipeline a year or 2 from now. What are we talking about today? Closing deals. Look, if you guys want to have more fun, become a closer. Okay, I'm going to tell you when my whole sales career changed. I was 25 years, it might have been November of my 25th year on this planet. The year was 1983.
It's because this was just after Mardi Gras or something?
It was in November 16. It was a Monday. And I woke up one morning, I'm at the office, and I'm role playing with my buddy Michael Porter. And he said something to me. Every morning we would handle objections.
Yeah.
I would warm up. I do an hour on video every morning, and then me and Michael would role play. And dude, the guy starts giving me stuff, and I'm like, bro,
It happened. It was a moment. Yeah.
I was like, man, I am Conor McGregor. I would take on anybody in any weight size. I'm like, I cannot wait. I don't care. I'm literally waiting for people to walk up and say, I'm not buying. Okay, we're just looking. The price is too high, the payment. I knew everything, man. I literally, I become a professional. And what happened that day was I started having fun in my career. Because I knew what he was going to say.
Yeah.
I knew what to say to him. I knew that there were some people I couldn't close that day. So it's worth it. If you're in sales, if you're a professional, okay? If you're a sales manager, it is worth it. Forget the money. Forget the sales. You're going to have more fun in your career unless, Robert, you like having fun, don't you?
I do.
Jared, you like having fun, don't you?
Love having fun.
Do I have fun, man?
No, you never have fun,
Dude, I
man.
have fun.
You have fun all the time.
Everywhere I go, I have fun, man. Okay? So look, you want to get your money right, you want to get the clothes right, you want to get your business right. Why? So you can have some fun, man. If you don't know what you're talking about, you're a liar. Let's face it, man. You don't have to intentionally lie to be a liar, right? Everybody lies to themselves every day, man. Oh, man, the economy's bad. Not to somebody. You lying, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't got time. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. This. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. You a liar, man. I mean, I got 2 kids. Now you blaming your kids. You a liar, okay? Okay? You're like, oh, I can't find any good prospects. I can't find a good guy. I can't find a good girl. I can't find time. I can't work out. I don't like to read. You a damn Damn liars. Oh, they ain't no money. I ain't got no money. I can't afford it. That's too much. You a damn liar. The whole world will lie to you, and now you are lying to your damn self. Don't be a liar when other people will do that for you, folks.
Hustle
And
them
don't you give it up
sales.
on that sale. Don't give up on that prospect, okay? Don't give up on the sales profession. Get better at your game. Become a great closer.